Under the half moon, what has become of the descendants of the moon and the ancient kingdom beyond the Raftel? There remain many questions as to the final days of this immense kingdom. Calgara mentioned that the people of Shandora has been protecting the Jaya poneglyph for generations. He said that what's certain is that the city of Shandora was destroyed in the fight to protect this stone. A sacrifice of that magnitude leaves us no choice but to continue to protect it. There is the clearest account of the potential war between the ancient kingdom and the world government and their fight over Shandora and the poneglyphs. Robin says directly the poneglyph was brought to Shandora. There's no doubt that the city fought against the enemy. The enemy burned the books of the city and erased their history. This provides the most direct connection between the angel races, the ancient kingdom, and the world government. The ancient races' exodus from Shandora, Skypiea, and Belka may be explained by a popular theory that has circulated amongst the One Piece fan community for some time. Back in 2010, writer for OnePiece.com and our Japan correspondent Greg said in part, let me in part that the Volume 27 cover featuring Luffy with a set of wings may be a clue. I don't know. In some, this theory states that those with the initial D were wiped out in a major event that occurred during the Void Century. This event could be what destroyed Shandora or brought about the world government as the superpower it is today. Those with the initial D survived and inscribed the story in hope to someday be avenged. Their descendants would eventually carry out their will and topple the corrupt world government built upon their demise. This theory is that who carries traits of both the angel race, the moon people, and the people born on the world below have come to be designated as D. The meaning of D in this case would be a pictographic symbol representing a half moon. Interesting. As the alphabet becomes ubiquitous, but why wouldn't it be C? I think C is a better. I think C is a better depiction of a moon. I mean, I guess D too. D works as well. Become known as the letter instead of a pictogram. This would explain why Luffy is winking on the Volume 27 cover and bears wings. He carries a connection between the blood of those on the world below and of the angel races above. This would bring Luffy in the line with other shonen protagonists like Gohan from Dragon Ball or Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho, whose powers are partially derived from their hybrid upbringing. It actually fits quite well into shonen tropes that have been set forth since the golden age of Weekly Shonen Jump. Further, it directly involves the protagonist in this larger than life conflict. All right. Whether you believe or I believe this half moon theory or not, Monkey D. Luffy undoubtedly carries with him the will of an ancient people. The ancient people he inherits from are likely the standard bearers of the ancient kingdom, which would explain why the D always bring a storm and are the enemies of the gods. These depictions of those bearing D in their name were created by the celestial dragons and the world government. The current standard bearers, the enemy of the world government, those that seek to destroy it, are those who inherited this will from the ancient kingdom. All right.